I'm Bob Lozier for DNN.TV. Today we're at Santa Ynez in Santa Barbara County on the Central Coast, a beautiful area of lush farms and beautiful wineries. Among them, 300 wineries in this area, and among the best, Star Lane Vineyards. We're here today because of the Wine Cave. As the owners of the Star Lane Ranch and Winery, Jim and Mary Dearberg relish the beauty of the 30,000 acres that surround them every day.
It's almost a religious experience. It's phenomenal. Every time we drive on the ranch, we're just startled at the beauty of this place.
This is one of 3 wineries owned by the Dearbergs in California. There's Dearberg Winery, Star Lane Winery, named for the ranch where they live, and 3 Saints, all strategically placed in the microclimates of Central California. In the lush hills of Santa Barbara County at Santa Ynez, Star Lane Vineyards and the owners, Jim and Mary Dearberg, bring state-of-the-art technology to winemaking with this wine cave. Steve Martin and Mike Rose are in the business of designing and building wine caves.
We designed the caves, as I mentioned earlier, for the most gentle flow of the wine through the caves, and then how the caves are laid out with those cross tunnels, as you referenced, are for the purpose of moving the wine to racking tanks and then continuing on in more or less a circular pattern to the blending and bottling tanks, and designing the caves for the proper cover over the tunnels.
There are many benefits of using a cave to produce wine. It's an intricate procedure with several steps. Jim Dearberg believes the cave makes an ordinary bottle of wine more robust and with more depth.
You have to do everything almost exactly right. And all the way from choosing the right site, to planting the grapes, to the harvest, to the barrels, and then also the building and the caves. I think it's something about the earth, and the grapes and wine comes from the earth, and you're in the middle of the earth there, and it's something about place, but mostly earth and terroir, all that sort of seems to come together.
So you need a little more space for your wine collection? Well, how about 25,000 square feet more? This is the Wine Cave of Star Lane Vineyards in Santa Ynez, California. When this is completed in November of this year, it will allow for 3,000 barrels of world-class wine. There is no doubt that the cave will help to store their 3,000 barrels of wine. But there are also environmental advantages to the cave, as Mary Dearberg explains.
It keeps the building itself smaller. You can still do this wonderful traditional storage of the wine, and yet keep the building smaller, less intervention with the natural beauty of this ranch. And I think it's the cost of building the caves is not that much more than building the building, a very nice building. And I think there will be many more in Santa Barbara County.
And the finished product is a delectable glass of perfection. Star Lane Vineyards here in Santa Ynez in Santa Barbara County along the Central Coast of California is among the most lush, beautiful places on earth. I'm Bob Lozier for DNN.TV.